Today I'm going to show you how your flat feet are contributing to your anterior pelvic tilt. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? It's Blake Bowman here with GuerrillaZen Fitness. I'm always saying that over and over again. I need to come up with a new way to do these videos. But today they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So that's what I've been doing. But today, what I'm going to show you is the connection between flat feet, having flat feet, also known as collapsed arches, and the connection between that and an anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, so basically flat feet occur when the arch in your foot, right? Your foot's supposed to have a natural arch like this. When you have flat feet, your foot is flat, right? The arch that's supposed to be, from basically your big toe to your heel goes away and your foot flattens out like this, okay? Now you might be wondering how a flat foot is contributing to the development of a forward tilting of the pelvis, an anterior pelvic tilt. And that's what I'm going to discuss with you today. All right, so think of your feet and your ankles as the base or the foundation of your body, which is exactly what they are, right? They are what connects you to the ground. And because of that, dysfunction there can create ripple effects all the way up what's called the kinetic chain, which is all the joints of your body, and it can create issues even in the head, okay, and your neck and your shoulders, okay? But specifically today we're talking about anterior pelvic tilt. So when you're standing on your feet, okay, if you have collapsed arches or they're collapsing when you're bearing weight on your feet, this is what's happening. Your ankle rolls in, okay? When your arch collapses and you're bearing weight on your foot, your ankle will roll in. That's called ankle pronation. As soon as that happens, your shin bone, tib and fib, they're going to rotate in, okay? They're going to twist in. What this is going to cause, we're just moving up the chain here, the knee is going to knock in, okay? The knee is going to move in. That's called knee valgus. And the knee is going to internally rotate as well, and so is the femur, okay? Your leg bone, finally. Okay, so when your leg bones are both turning in, if you have flat feet on both sides, they're going to be moving inwards towards the midline of the body. Both of them are rotating in like this. So your legs are like two sticks, they're turning in like that. When this happens, it creates such a position in the acetabulum, which is like the housing of the hip joint, where it just allows the front of the pelvis to drop forward anteriorly. As your knees kind of move in, your back's going to arch. It's going to be really weird, okay? But basically, in a roundabout way, that is how flat feet contribute to an anterior pelvic tilt, right? When your foot is flat, the ankle is going to be pronating, which means rolling inwards. That's going to cause compensation in the shin, the knee, the leg bone, the femur, and subsequently the hip, and that's going to result in the hip tilting forward right there, right? I could go up even higher and show you what this is going to do all the way up the body, and it's worse when it's happening on one side, but today's focus is all about anterior pelvic tilt and flat feet. So basically, now that you understand that, I want to show you some things that you can do to actually fix it. To begin with, I've made videos on how to fix flat feet in the past. You can check those out in the description down beneath this video. If those don't work for you, then I'd recommend getting an arch support for your shoes. I don't like those as a first resort because they weaken your arch over time, but if your ankle is pronating, you have all sorts of issues as a result of it, then you need to do something to stop it. And if the price you have to pay for that is a weakened arch that's reliant on arch support, that's better than screwing up your knees and your pelvis and everything else in the long run. So try those exercises in the description down below first, and if those are not working, then give this exercise that I'm about to show you a try, and if that's not working even in a final level, then get an arch support for your shoes. All right, so the first thing we can work on is just a simple ankle proprioception exercise. It just basically means working on your ankle balance and stability, okay? So if you have really flat feet, what's going to happen when you stand on your foot like this, okay, is it's going to roll in like that, okay? This is a normal arch, collapsed arch. Normal arch, collapsed arch. So if you have flat feet and you bear weight on your foot, this kind of pattern is going to happen. Your ankle is going to roll in very subtly like this, okay? This is good, this is bad. When you stand on your ankle, it's going to be rolled in like that the whole time if your feet are really flat, okay? That's what we're trying to completely fix by retraining the muscles of your lower leg. So basically, to fix this, you can do this for 4 sets of 30 seconds. You're just standing on each foot independently for 4 sets of 30 seconds, gripping the toes into the ground really hard and doing your best to not let that ankle move in like that, okay? So you're trying to stay up here really gripping. You might feel the arch of your foot getting kind of fatigued here, and that's due to the fact that it's probably weak, okay? So this is an exercise that you can do for 30 seconds. Again, you're just trying to grip those feet in to maintain that arch in your foot so that your ankle's not rolling in like this, okay? If that is easy for you, then you can add another component to this just by basically using a resistance band here, tying it around something. Whoa, what just happened there? Tying it around something, and then just using this as kind of like a pal-off press as just another kind of stimulus to kind of knock your body out of balance, which will force this side to work even harder. Right? Simple looking exercise, but if you're really focusing on maintaining a proper arch, this is my bad foot too, so it's hard to show this, but this is basically what you do. You're just kind of standing here, gripping those toes into the ground, which keeps the arch up. The whole point of gripping the toes into the ground, what that's doing is it's lifting the arch up. So that's why we're paying attention to that. But that's basically it. You can try the 4 sets of 30 seconds, just standing on one foot, not letting that thing collapse, okay? It's gonna have the propensity to do that, so you gotta start fixing it. And if that ever becomes easy for you, you can switch to like a banded version, or anything that's kind of knocking you off balance, that's gonna challenge the foot to balance even more and stay in a more optimal position. Anything like that that you want to add to this exercise is good. You can even hold a medicine ball and throw it to your friend while you guys are stabilizing your ankles or something like that. So yeah, that's it. Give it a try. All right, when you're doing that, remember to really be gripping your toes into the ground, okay? The action of gripping the toes will actually activate the muscles within your arch, and it will help to lift up the arch and restore it, okay? Keep that in mind, especially when you're working out and you're doing leg-based training, like squats, deadlifts, things like that. Grip those toes into the ground, and try to do this on a regular basis, right? This will help strengthen the arch, which is going to help stop this whole problem from occurring in the first place. There you have it for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I liked making this video. I love talking about this. If you did like it, leave me a like down below. Also hit that subscribe button. And finally, if you want to learn more about anterior pelvic tilt and how to fix it, then what you need to do is download my anterior pelvic tilt workout. It's basically a free workout that I put together, has tons of corrective exercises built into it, exercises that involve foam rolling, strengthening, stretching of the appropriate muscles that need to be addressed if you have an anterior pelvic tilt. So you can get that by clicking the first link in the description down below, or the first link in the comment section down below. When you click that, it'll take you to my website. I'll ask you for your email. As soon as you enter that in, I'll send you the anterior pelvic tilt workout. Like I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you didn't before, you can click this button over here. And if you're looking for another place to get the anterior pelvic tilt workout, you can click this button over here. That'll take you to my website as well. And if you want to see more videos about anterior pelvic tilt, then take a look down below. I'll put it on one of these sides here. I think that side. Take a look at that, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time.